hmm You know, there are a lot of attorneys that are very confident that I will never have my day in court. Yeah. I'm never going to be able to sue you. You will continue to be employed in the judiciary, the prosecuting attorney's office, the sheriff's office, or the police department. Yes. Because you will never be prosecuted for dishonest public service. Now, I made a new email today. Yes. And you probably noticed, I sent it to quite a few individuals. Yes. And about 95% of them have some legal obligation for the enforcement of the laws. Yeah. And all of those that said, well, we're just not going to do it. There is no way we're going to force the federal laws. Yes. The FBI is not going to prison. The Washington State Patrol is not going to prison. No. They have no obligation. Yes. To make sure. Yes. That any individual in this nation has their rights enforced. Now, for all the state troopers out there, I'd like to know if you have any union representation. Yes. Because Yavapo, yeah, happens to be in Arizona. Oh. And could you get me the state patrol in Arizona? Yes. As well as all the sheriffs in Yuma, Arizona. Yes, it is. And then there's this, let's see, judge of the courts. Yeah. Civil Rights, Office of Civil Rights in KingCounty.gov. Oh, they don't have any obligation to honest government services right now. I don't live in Seattle, so they don't have to do anything. Then there's that Criminal Investigative Division of the United States Army. Do you think that I, as a citizen, yes, could sue, yes, the United States military, yes, for depriving me of the intangible right, yes, of honest government service? Now, I know the Army's sitting there saying, no, he can't do it. But for all of you that happen to be the Army, oh, 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 oh. Well, let's see. I'm sitting at the library because nobody in the Army wanted to support and defend the Constitution. Yes. And all of them thought, well, he can't do anything. Yes. There's no possible way that I could sue the United States Army for depriving me, yes, of that intangible right of honest government service. Yes. Now, there's these judges, Judge Anderson, yeah, and Judge Breen and Judge Vesco and Judge Folks. Yes. Now, TNW, probably a district court. Yeah. Now, I've been emailing you on and off for the last 4 years. Mary Fairhurst. Oh, let's see here. You're a Supreme Court justice. Yes. And you can't get sued. Well, let's see. Supreme Court at courts.wa.gov. That must be an email that I sent for the last 4 years, maybe 1,000 times. Yes. Do you have anybody that reads that supreme at courts.wa.gov? Does anybody actually read the emails that you receive there? Now, when I emailed James Cody, yeah, he used to be in the Air Force, but he resigned a couple of years ago. General Joseph Dunford, when he was a commandant of the United States Marine Corps. Now, it's not like I couldn't sue the Marines right now, because I could. Brad Taylor of the United States Navy. Oh, Carlton Haggins. Sean Smith for. Ooh. And then there are the whistleblowers at the FINRA. And then the Federal Reserve Bank. Oh, yeah. It's not like they're liable. Do they employ any public officials? Now, for all of you that says, well, we cannot sue Robert Neller, used to be the second in command, maybe he got that job. And then there's the Washington State Patrol. Yes, Russell Winger. Ouch. Guy Gill, Chris Webb. Ouch. Clifford Pratt. Yes. Jeff Somney. Oh, Lysandra Davis. Oh, Maggie Booker. You're telling me I can't sue the State Patrol for... Now, let's just look at the United States Marshal Service. Yes, it does. Most wanted. Yeah. But they have a new contact form. Yes, they do. Now, each of these employees of the United States government are legally liable for any knowledge of fraud, forgery, felony, yes, kidnapping, and child abuse. And as much as the Marines are going to represent General Joseph Dunford, I'll put Robert Mueller in the prison right now. It looks like, yes, this U.S. trustee program of the Department of Justice. Oh, and then there's Sheriff Bill Benedict. Ooch. There's King County Sheriff at kingcounty.gov. Yes. Then there's another sheriff there in Pierce County. Oh, oh, oh. Did you get any emails in the last 4 years? Then there's Richard Dirks, the Public Defender's Office on Guam, Guam Public Defender Services Corporation. Yes. And then I let my previous employer know, Sylvia at Frank Blas and Associates on Guam, former lieutenant governor. See, Sylvia's a very, very nice person. She's one of these that doesn't have any liability. No, she doesn't. But I thought that I should let my former employer know, yes, that I was very upset that nobody in the United States of America, Sylvia doesn't have any liability. Pooch. King County Sheriffs do. Clallam County Sheriffs do. Ooch. The United States Department of Justice does. Yeah. And then the United States Marshal Service does. Ooch. And the Federal Reserve Bank of the United States has some. And then there's the Washington State Patrol. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Yes, there is.